Okay, welcome to another session in this series. In the previous session, we ended on question number 165. So in this session, we start with question number 166. Okay, the question says, from the diagram, which of the following is true? Okay, so let's try to create a relation between R, T, and S. Okay, so how do we do that? We can say that this is a straight line, so the angles on it add up to 180. So that means this angle will be equal to what? 180 minus t. Okay, cool. So since we have this angle, then we can now create a relation between these three angles. Okay, because the sum of two interior angles gives us the opposite of exterior angle. Okay, so that means r plus t, sorry, r plus 180 minus t should give us what? S. Okay, so we can have r plus 180 to be equal to t plus s. Cool. So this is the relation between these three variables. Okay, cool. So now which of these matches this? Okay, now let's take a look. R plus t plus s equals 180. That is not true. Okay, so A is not correct, and B says t equals r plus s. It is also not correct. C says t minus s is equal to 180 minus r. That is also not true. So the last one says 180 plus r, which is this, is equal to t plus s, which is this. So our answer is what? D. Okay, well, let's move on to question number 167. Cool. The question says we should find the value of x in the diagram, so we need to find this value. Okay, cool. But we know that these two lines are parallel to each other. How do we know that? Because of this sign. Okay, cool. Now if they are parallel, that means we can have what? We can have alternate angles. Okay, we can have alternate angles. Because they are parallel to each other, we can have alternate angles. So this angle here will be equal to this angle here. Okay, cool. So what that means is this angle is also what? 2x. Okay, cool. Now we know that the sum of angles on a triangle add up to what? On a line add up to 180. So that means x plus 2x should give us 180. Okay, cool. So x plus 2x is equal to 180. That means 3x equals 180. Let's divide both sides by 3. So we'll have x2 what? The 3 will cancel out, and this will go here, 60. Okay, we have 60. Okay, so our answer is what? D. Cool. Let's move on to question number 168. The question says, in the diagram, PQ is parallel to TR. These two lines are parallel. Okay, and angle PQS, this angle here is what? 30. Angle QPR is a right angle, and angle QST, this angle is what? Y. So we need to find the value of y. Cool. How do you find the value of y? Since these two lines are parallel, then we can have what? Alternate angles. So this angle here will be equal to this angle right here. Okay, so that means this angle right here is also equal to what? 30, because it is alternate to this angle. Okay, cool. Now if this angle is 30, then we can easily find y, because what? The sum of angles on the line add up to what? 180. That means y plus 30 should give us 180. Y plus 30 should give us what? 180. So y is equal to 180 minus 30, which is 150. So our y is what? 150 degrees. Okay, which is D. Okay, cool. Let's move on to question 169. The question says a regular polygon has 12 sides. Find the side of an interior angle of the polygon. What is the formula for finding the interior angle of a polygon? It is what? 180 n minus 2 all over n. In this case, our n is equal to what? 12. Because we've been given that the polygon has 12 sides. Okay, so we just need to input up to n here, and then we find the answer of the interior angle. Okay, so we have 180 12 minus 2 all over 12. Okay, cool. So we have 180 times 10 over 12. Okay, 5 can go here twice. No. 2 go here 5 times, and here 6. Okay, and then 6 will go here 30 times. So finally our answer was 30 times 5, which is equal to 150. Okay, so our answer is 150 degrees, which is D. Cool. Right, I think we'll have to stop here for now. In the next session, we move on to question number 170. Thank you so much for joining this session. See you again next time. Bye.